I want you to take a deep breath and look at this position carefully. It's white to play. I'm not going to tell you who the players are, who is playing from the white side, the black player, nothing. It's just white to play. What would you move here? Once you have decided the answer, you can start the video again. For now, pause it and try to come up with a move. Well, I hope that you had a good long think in this position about what is to be done. It's not a spectacular move. There's nothing really happening on the f7 point as you might have tried to make it work. So it's just a normal simple position which you can have in your game. I'm sure that many of you thought of the move over here d4 because you are expanding in the center and it looks very logical. Black would mostly play knight d7 and you have a normal position over here. Also very interesting is the move a4 that can be played. You're gaining space and you're threatening to play a5. Well, other ideas include connecting the rooks with queen e2, maybe starting off with rook f2, or you want to play c3. A lot of things happening here. But how many of you actually thought of the move that was played by the white player in the game, b4? This was the move that Vladimir Kramnik chose against Levon Aronian in the 10th round of the Candidates 2018. And this is where I want to make a very important point. The game became extremely wild after a few moves. There were some huge attacks that happened on the king side. But according to me, it all started with this move, b4. The idea of this move is just to gain space on the queen side. But at the same time, it's very provocative. It's much more aggressive than the move a4. Mainly because what Kramnik is doing is that he is giving a hook to black. So after c6, let's say, you go back, black can play a5. And this hook actually forces black in a way to play on the queen side. And as you can see, we can just go over a few moves. Knight d7 was played, queen d2, c6, bishop b3, a5, a3, and now knight f6. And you can see that after h3, h6, rook b1, black started playing on the queen side with b5, queen c3, bd7, rook f2, queen b6, rook e1, rook e8. And what happens is that the queen is on over here. Later on he played c5. All the play was going over that side, and Kramnik was actually able to launch a very powerful attack with his rook over here, knight coming to h4, bishop on b3. So my contention is that if you want to play interesting chess, if you want to win against strong opponents, you will have to make moves like b4. Although you are aware that this move is risky, you are actually giving a chance for your opponent to overpress, to take risks, and this is extremely important in chess. There are many players who play extremely solid, extremely objective, and they are very strong players, but sometimes the problem is they are unable to win. Like maybe Anish Giri, what happens to him many times, or even Ding Liren in this tournament, who is unable to win even one game until now, 10 draws out of 10. So try to think if you can find such moves in the games which are provocative, which make your opponent grab the opportunity for an attack, but at the same time he leaves out something and you can play for a win. Thank you.